They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Broncos offense takes the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. On the run, it's Sherrod. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep the... Converts on 4th down. Still going. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Quarterback on the keeper. Ran through the contact. And the Broncos will keep this drive going. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll go to the ground. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Gets it out quickly. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. The Broncos are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He finds a soft spot in the middle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off play action on 1st down. Unleashes one. Working on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Sets up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to...
And they will score! Touchdown, Appalachian State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quick completion to the right. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that Dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. Touchdown, App State! Special teams proving to be special. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes it on the run. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Here's a heat. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Broncos send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Punts it out of the air. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cummings. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Mountaineers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Fires to the big fella. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Looking for room at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive. Scores on the sneak.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. To throw, it's Madsen. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Smashes ahead. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Broncos will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Mountaineers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. The inside handoff. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football.
He lost one down the sideline. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The snap sets up to throw. Right on target this time. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they're able to get him down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dozier.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the route is on.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Madsen. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's got it down the left. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Hauls it in. He's loose. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Broncos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Still, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He's looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Remember, and now the hit knocks it loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll... Lots of running room. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Snagged out of the air. Bust through behind his pad. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. To the air, it's Madsen. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sherrod. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field. And
gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Running out the clock, a mere formality.